For the past year, I've been working on a new Stick season, and it was just released the other day, so here is a quick behind the scenes of everything that went into making this. So I started this just when Stick Season 1 was released, which means I started it around 8 months ago, which is quite a while to be working on one project. I did actually end up finishing it around November though, so it wasn't quite as bad as it sounds. Now, originally this was actually going to be one film. It was going to be one 8-minute film of Stick basically going to work, getting fired, and then going on a short adventure looking for jobs. And you can see in the intro that is what happens. I was about 6 minutes finished with the whole film, and then disaster struck, and about half of the footage corrupted, and I literally lost all of it. So at that point, I was feeling pretty annoyed, but I decided to make the best of a bad situation and make a kind of compilation season. So I used the remaining footage and reconstructed it into what is the intro, which I'm still pretty happy with, and the rest of the episodes were all things I kind of wanted to do already, so I just made them all and put them all together in this compilation season. The intro was the first thing I started and the last thing I finished. There was quite a few different settings for the whole montage at the start and also with the sad montage at the end. There are some scenes which I still have from it, which I will be using in the third season of Stick, which I already have some of the art done for. You can see it on screen now. I'm really happy with it. I used a program called Critter to animate all of the 2D elements, such as the clouds and the love hearts in these scenes, as well as some smoke and things like that coming out from behind the car when Stick drives off. I'm really happy with how the music was done for this. I went on Fiverr to find someone to sing it for me, and I came across Ansalim and he was perfect. The first thing I did was I made the Down Under by Men at Work cover, and then I got him to sing it for me, and then I did the same thing with U2's Beautiful Day. By far my favourite thing that I did for this whole thing was the Purple Pills ad. Now the voice acting is done by someone on Fiverr called Cratchit, so massive shout out to him. I actually wrote this one with TikTok in mind because I realised the best way to promote things on a small budget currently is to post them on TikTok, and I thought this would work quite nicely on there. I think it's also worth mentioning that the Purple Pills ad was also inspired by D12's Purple Pills song from Devil's Night. Both the title and the art style are influenced by the music video. The Purple Pills ad is using the Sticky Bones figure from Sticky Bones. It took me quite a lot of training to get good with it, but I feel like I'm quite proficient now. I also really like how the Clickbot fight turned out. That was a one-take animation scene, and I did that in about a week. You can see here I tried a new thing for the blood effect. I just got a spray bottle, mixed up some red paint with some water and corn flour, and sprayed it all over the set for the blood effects, which is a bit hard to see on camera, but is good enough. That's actually quite a good way to describe the season as a whole, just good enough. However, Season 3 will only be released when it's as close to perfect as I can possibly get it, so watch out for that. All the other episodes were quite straightforward. There was the Stick Tries Boxing and Stick Tries Cooking, which were quite similar to each other in terms of the process of making them. Just a 30-second animation, and then after it some pretty simple editing to get rid of rigs and such. The Stick Tries Deforestation was one of the jobs that was meant to be in the original full film, and luckily I was able to reuse that obviously as a standalone episode. And then finally there were the animal episodes, which were really simple. The ostrich is actually custom designed by me, and I'm really happy with it. All the other animals, though, were from official LEGO sets. The name Infinite was inspired by the first well-known Eminem album. Actually, interestingly, the next project, The Funeral, is also based off an Eminem album that was never released. And while we're on the topic, Alone, which was the title of the first season, was based on Josh A's album You Are Not Alone. For some reason, the hardest shot in this entire season was this simple 2-second shot of Stick taking a shower. I had to film it so many times, and I still do not really know why. And finally, there is a whole deleted episode of this season which was hopefully going to be on there, but for certain reasons I could not upload, and the only evidence of it is this little shot in the TV in Fired. So that's all I'm doing for the behind the scenes because I didn't really document everything too well, but hopefully I'll have some more stuff for next time. Stick Season 3 is definitely going to be a lot better, as this season only came about because of a mistake with corrupted files, but this one has a full plan and will all fit together really nicely, and I'm already filming a live action intro and outro for it, which is looking great. So make sure you check out Stick Infinite and then subscribe to all my channels so you can see everything when it comes out at whatever point. So thank you for watching, make sure you subscribe, and bye.